Happy New Year 2020. It's been quite some time since the summer since we visited this little kit ukulele, color chosen by my wife, and I'm gonna attempt to start fixing at it. I've been working at my new job for a year now, so I think I'm going to now spend some time and really focus on, get back to focusing on my hobby. So this one, I've got some choices. I've got two fingerboards here, and I'm not going to use that fingerboard. It's actually way too big. It's the right size width-wise, but yeah, it covers up the sound hole, so not going to use that one. These are the two that I purchased. I'll choose one of them to use. It came with a plastic fingerboard, and I did not like that. It came with all of this hardware. I remember that I've replaced some of this hardware with alternative hardware. I'm going to have to decide if I'm going to go with this bridge, which fits here nicely, or if I'm going to go with one of these bridges, which takes up a lot of space. I think we're just going to have to work at dry fitting things together to see what fits, and just go from there. Let's have at it. I'm taking off the tape that I used to cover the fretboard, and you can see where I dry fit it before, where it says nut. So that's where this will go, and I can use that as a kind of guide. Some of the paint chipped a little bit right there, but as long as I don't go much past that, I can follow my original guidelines there. I'm using a small Stanley wood chisel, number 60, just to scratch at the paint and get that little strip of tape off that's right there. There we go. I'll clean this up a little later. I have a big chunk of tape to deal with right here, and to be real careful not to peel off other paint. Time for two hands. Well, it took a lot of work. I can really tell the thickness. Let's see if you can even see the thickness of that that paint. It's pretty thick. I got this. I've decided I'm going to go with the original bridge that they gave me. I'm going to glue it in place. I'm going to put the two screws that they have for it, and then I'm going to put these little fake little mother of pearl critters right inside over the caps. Little dollop of epoxy just on the bottom of that, and then into, oop, goodbye. There. Next will be to glue on the fretboard, and even with all my meticulous measuring, there's still a small gap of space. So, phooey. What we have here is a dry run. I fit it together to make sure it's going to work. I'm going to glue. Here it is. I got some tight bond. I won't be epoxying that, so breathe a sigh of relief. I have some tight bond. I cannot find my glue brushes, so I'll be painting it on with toothpicks in my finger. And then clamping it down like so. And then just let it dry. From that point forward, we just let it dry. Yes, I'm going to go straight on the fretboard at first. No, I'm not going to go straight on the fretboard because then I'll have a hard time getting this on there.
Snug. And now the centerpiece.
Okay. Got a little bit of glue seep out. That's good. If I can get in there with a wet rag, it'll make cleanup later better. Good. I have to clean the nozzle on my glue here. It wouldn't push out. Alright. And there we have it. You can see a little bit of glue seep out there, so that's good. I'm going to get some wet rag and come down from the top here. Get some wet rag, clean that up. There's still, can you see it? Not very well, but that spot where the nut goes, I was pretty good about leaving it there, so this should just clean that up and let this dry. And then the next time we come back to this, I should be putting the hardware on. But that won't be, that'll be this video, but not this day. I'm gonna let this dry up for a day or more. Here we are a few days later, back for the mandolin. Let's see, I was doing that, this is 3 days. So it's been, get that cord out of the way. It's been drying, curing a lot longer than it needed to. So let's go ahead and take this off. You're right here with me. So if something went horribly, horribly wrong, I will ensure that I keep it PG, rated G, that I don't have to bleep anything. Gentle, gentle, gentle. There we go. Take this off. What this actually was a nice straight piece of hardwood, and I glued on using some adhesive, 400 grit sandpaper for a straight. Let's see. Okay. There's a little bit of a lip on this side. So that means this shifted that direction. That's disappointing. But you can see where the paint gave way when I was opening it. So, but like I said, I'm not really going to do anything. Today I'm going to put the hardware on there. We're going to string it up and see if it even sounds like a ukulele. I have no plans on selling this or doing anything. It was a wonderful little project. Darn it. The clamps put little divots on the back. Shocking. I know. And this was a neat little project, but not something I'm going to redo. At least not this style. So, let's see. Probably need to go get tools. Put the nut on there. Put that away. And we'll flip it on its face. Not sure what happened to my previous napkins. And I had already fit this pre-drilled, so this should just go together quite nicely with these little screws that I have. Yay, I have all 8. Okay, I did not snug these down. They're loose. That's because I want to make sure that I'm able to get these in there and not have any problems. These are a snug fit, so they're kind of individual. I have 6 to choose from. There we go. Nice. Okay. And if I have to add just a smidge of glue, I will, but those are going to hold the place while I snug up right here in the back. That way I don't get it out of place. And I don't need to clamp down real hard on these. They're small screws in a very small bit of wood. This one slid out. See another one that fits a little better. Definitely going to have to add a really small touch of glue on that one. I know it'll stay in place when I put strings on there, but no. Just a small amount of my tight bond so that if I ever have to pull it out, I can. Okay, good. Next step. And when I mean small amount, I don't want this beading up. I don't want to have to clean it later.
Yeah. Am I work?
Just a little dab of glue.
Oh, that's gonna make a mess. There we go. Good. Same thing. And
This last one doesn't really need it because it's snug in there. All right. Yeah, I can't get it out there. So while that dries up, I'll get this ready for the strings. Okay, so now I'm going to add the strings. I went ahead and downloaded a tuner. I can temporarily put the nut in place. The strings will hold it there, and at a later time I'll go ahead and put a dab of glue on there. But I don't want to do that because what if it's too high or too low and I need to adjust the height of this? If it's too high, I'll go and rub it on some sandpaper, and if it's too low, I'll need to put a shim underneath it and raise the height of it. So for the moment, no glue. Now, just like a nylon string instrument, guitar, here ukulele, we'll go ahead and tie these on, get the tie-on ends. And let me try and get this set up because, of course, this is my phone and I don't have a tripod for it. I'm going to switch this way. Some stuff might make it to a blooper reel at the end. First blooper reel ever. So underneath, and then, can you see it? Twist it there once. Come on, fingers, twist it there again. That looks like 3 times. Let's take out 1. There we go. Boy. And that should hold. I'll take it, come on, all the way to the top. No, the nut's not in there right now. But I want to get a little bit of, ooh, you can hear it. Boom. Slide it through and start tightening it up. Starting to sound like an instrument. Let's get my nut in place. Stupid, put it in backwards. Okay. And when the rest are in place, it will. That's not bad. Okay. Let's put in the second one before I do something drastically wrong. Okay. I just stuffed that in the sound hole so it wouldn't get in its way. There we go. Up and around the back, and then let's see, I'm going to take it, loop it under. This is a thick string, and I'm not going to need more than just that one. And then same thing, bringing it up. And I'm going to go 1, 2. All right. Bring it through. Tighten it up a smidge. Okay. That's 2 of them. By the 3rd time, it's getting better. Okay. Underneath the string. And then loop the string. Tighten it down. Take it all the way to the top. One, 2. Get that out of the way. 1, 2, and through. That's what I like to do on these. And the last one. Almost started going the wrong way. Of course it's the last one that will mess up on you. Now for, say, a nylon string guitar, you might do more than just one wrap. get to the top. 1, 2. And through. All right. This section right here, I significantly reduced. It was a lot of time of me tuning up the instrument for the first time, and decided that was just going to extend the video beyond a reasonable amount. So I have edited it down, and just know that this whole section right here is me tuning up the instrument for the first time. Let's get to the end of the video. It is complete. I still need to glue the nut on, but I'm glad I didn't glue it on now, because the action is really high. I'd like the action to come, let's see if I can get rid of, I'd like the action to come down quite a bit, right about there, as opposed to way up there. So I'll sand that down, but this was a creating a ukulele from a kit. Again, this was an eBay kit. This was a inexpensive kit, and I do not believe that I'm going to do this type of kit again. The fretboard is not what came with the kit. So who knows, maybe if I would have used the fretboard that came with the kit, I wouldn't have this really high action right there. There's a lot of space between that string and that string to reach down. The intonation's pretty good. Let's see if I'm still in tune. Yep. So now if I go up here to the 12th fret and push down, just a smidge, you saw that flash, just a smidge to the high side. A little flat, tune that up a smidge there. Smidge, that's the word of the day. I tuned it up too far. What I wound up having to do is go back, loosen it up, and put an extra loop on these two small ones, because they were doing what I talked about. They were sliding right out, and shoot that direction. So this has been a fun project. I put the project down for a long time, so this is my "it's finally done" project, and not something that you're going to see me repeat. Definitely, if I were to get another ukulele kit, I'll spend a little more money. I'll get the kit that is completely disassembled and made out of some really good wood that I don't have to paint. This type of painting really should have been done on, say, an electric guitar or something. But it is what it is. So there we go. Sorry it took forever to get this final ukulele video put out, but I'm a little excited to go take it in and show my wife. I mean, she chose the color. Maybe I can get her to learn to play the ukulele. Well, thanks for joining me on this adventure here.